All right. Well, let's just talk a little bit about share a little slice of life with you guys. Ree and my girlfriend conspired to get me out the house and have me do something social. It was clever, it was very well executed, and it was tactical psyops warfare. Back in April, she asked me via a text message, I have the transcripts.
What?
Do you want to go see Josh Johnson stand up live in Phoenix? And I'm like, I like to laugh. And so tickets were purchased immediately back in April. And
Mm-hmm. So
I'm
hype.
gonna just bury the lead real quick. We waited all summer eagerly, not eagerly, actual word, not made up nonsense. And then we made a friend, and we had a great night.
Yeah.
And we drank out of fish bowls. Well, y'all did. I didn't.
Yes. How much were those? Like 40, $50?
$41.50 for a fish bowl.
And I had not drank, I would say a long, long time. Probably, oof, I want to say a year. I have no idea. It
But I
was
mean,
around that
you
time.
you
So,
popped off and started fighting that one blonde real quick. I mean,
oh,
it didn't even get. I'm not. That didn't happen. I'm just playing.
but yeah, I mean, we got the fishbowl immediately. I mean, that was the first thing that Kelly was looking at. And then because we saw a drunk older, I say older, I don't know how old she was, maybe like 50s. Do you think it was like 50-ish sort of, or like late 40s? She was coming out like literally stumbling with a
He
fishbowl in her
was,
hand.
as my mother would say, tore up.
She looking a little lushy, but
She
it was
ain't
her and a
handle hers
friend,
too
and
well.
like it looked like the staff, you made it like you pointed out the staff people were just like looked so annoyed and just over it. But she came out with the fishbowl, and me and Kelly, that was the first thing me and Kelly saw. We're like, and she was stumbling around, whatever. And then as soon as we went in there, I saw a fishbowl. I was like, oh, that's what that chick had.
Annihilated that lady. Yep.
Annihilated her. And which is crazy because for someone who hasn't drank in a while, and then I drank it and it was a margarita. I don't know what she had. It was like a red substance from what I remember. But like,
Yeah,
I
because she
didn't.
threw it in the flowers. Like the flowers needed some tequila that night or whatever she was drinking. That was
Poor
rude.
flowers were going through it. Some bitch sat on those flowers. First of all,
And then another
rude.
one came and
Rude.
poisoned them.
Right. I feel so
F in
bad
the
for that
comments
little
for the
bed of
flora.
flowers. Um, but also like just a slight complaint before we even get into the thing. Like, I don't know who manages that place or how things get divided as far as like responsibilities go. And I get it. It's a comedy place. You only get what you get. But like we stood out there for a long time, which is fine. Like I've stood out for less. So, I mean, I didn't mind. But I mean, it was just if a, like what okay, showtime was supposed to be 8:30.
Yep.
It did not start at 8:30. I think we
Oh,
literally
no.
like
No.
started getting I think we stepped in the building at maybe 8:20 if I'm
They
not
started
correct.
they opened the doors at 8:15, 16.
Mhm.
We
Okay.
walk in and we're just starting to get seated.
Yeah.
They opened the doors, let us in, and then we waited inside
Yeah.
for another couple minutes. So you're about right, around 8:20, 8:25, where people are starting to get to their seats for an 8:30 show. There wasn't no chance this thing started on time. Didn't expect it to, but
Yeah.
that was really an unnecessary delay.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of stuff, but I mean, I've been to the Tempe Improv and it just seemed very like I was in a line there too, but it seemed to be moving quicker, I feel like. And things were just happening during the show and stuff like during like the first act or whatever, like that's when you start getting your drinks and everything like that. But they were taking orders and stuff prior to all that, I think. if I remember right. Um, and then the waitress we had was like, I don't know if she had any something against Kelly or like what it was, or her just like, I don't know. I don't know, but
That woman was a ninja, and I don't like it
your
because we're
face
sitting
was
at the
so
long
funny.
tables, and I'm facing you and Kelly,
Hmm.
and beside me I got the gentleman with the haircut. That's all I'm gonna say,
I
and then to
wish
my
I
other
would have
side
taken a
is,
picture. Oh, like, sorry. Go on.
and then to my right was the one lady girl, and so I have to turn, change my
Hmm.
orientation, aim at the stage because I can't be sitting here twisted. My back would,
Right.
I'd be in the hospital. So I changed the orange, orientate myself to look at the stage. So now my primary focus is the stage. In my right peripheral is you and Kelly. On my left peripheral is the table immediately behind us. Morphing in out of the shadows like some kind of fiendish night creature. Here comes the waitress in my blind spot over and over again. Like,
That was
okay, so
funny.
you guys want some French fries or something? Like, I jumped out my
Your
chest.
eyes got so big. You're
I
like,
literally felt like, did I just get electroshocked? Like, bitch, don't scare me. Kept
you
happening.
were
Like,
like, can one of y'all just let me know when she comes back?
right,
Luckily,
like, I
before
need a
that, she
sign. I
came
need a.
like this way so you could see her. So like we didn't have to be on the lookout that much longer. But
She
yeah,
scared the shit out of me too much. That was, I not, it's not the show I went for. This was a comedy show, not a haunted house of jump scares. I mean, all that.
it was funny. It was funny.
But it was worth way more than we paid for, especially I
Yeah,
think for the night 8:30 show, which I was gonna say the late show, but it's not a late show, but it went late
it was
considering
the
the
late
first show was
show.
at 6
Yeah.
and they had no time between that show and then ours because we walked out of there and we were done at 11:30.
Was
So we
that
were in there
fast?
for 3 hours before we got to the curb the third time we saw Josh Johnson that night.
That's true.
After we'd made friends, though, that was the time we saw him after we'd made friends. And um, so the first show, I guess they were doing their meet and greet after, like we did,
Yeah.
but we're standing outside waiting for the next show, and he just came walking right by, and I was like, "There go Josh Johnson right there." And he walked right past us, comes into the little
I know. I was
side
so excited.
outdoor seating area by the bar. Like, this is where they're doing a meet and greet. Oh, okay, cool. So I don't know how long that line was, but it seemed like a very short line to the point I thought it was like special access for the pre-show meet and greet that VIP for
Right.
the 8:30 show had. Which means if that is true, the 6 o'clock show just didn't get a meet and greet because they didn't have time.
I mean, yeah.
Ours was just like,
I
hey,
don't.
we're gonna hang out afterwards, take pictures, make friends with everybody, and hang out. If you guys want to, like, at no additional cost. We're gonna sell some posters. I'm not
That
buying
I
posters.
think was the coolest shit. Like that was so fun.
Yeah,
We were like waiting off the line. We're like, wait, is this line to see him?
right.
I was like, wait, what the hell? I mean, like
We
you said,
turned
I
the
think
corner. He was out there just taking pictures, and he wasn't even rushing people. It wasn't like, hey, you get to picture him, we can tell on. No, it was just like, how are you? How's your family?
so sweet.
Did you enjoy the show? Like this nice,
He
kind
was,
man.
and that's the thing. Like, if he was a dick, I could be like, well, that makes sense. He has a job in freaking New York. He's all the way over here. He's touring all the time, what seems like all the time, and doing all kinds of shows and stuff. And yet he still has the wherewithal to like meet all these freaking people. And then somebody who's slightly buzzed, who's like, please talk to my son on Facebook Messenger because he's
That's
so
the
mad
coolest
he
part. That's the
can't be
coolest
here.
part. That's the absolute coolest part.
But
Walk up to
yeah,
him like, hi. My son didn't get to come to the show. He's on FaceTime right now. You want to say what's up? What'd he do?
yeah.
Took your phone and said, hey, thanks for watching my content. Just,
No, first,
I don't know
because
what
I
they
didn't
put.
have it turned, he's like, wait, you might want to. I was like, I don't know how to work this. He's like trying to do it and stuff so he can so my kid can see his face instead of just listen to him. And Damien's like just in shock of like, oh my God, like I don't even know what to say because he likes him so much and he really wanted to go. This is coming from a kid who loves, like, I took him to see Chelsea Handler, and that was because she was in a bigger venue. There was no age limit or anything like that. Um, but he couldn't go because there was an age limit. It's a
In a
comedy
straight
play.
up bar with a 2 drink
Right.
minimum. You're like,
So he was all upset about
sir.
it. And then I just remember we're in line and like I was showing him, oh, look, he's right there. And then it clicked. I was like, I could just ask him to say hi. So my mom brain just went like, I'm gonna fucking ask him. Like, that's what's
Yep.
gonna happen. And he
And it
was
was absolutely
nothing
worth it.
but sweet and kind. And then even after that, he was like, what is your name? Do you want a picture? Like you said, didn't rush me. I feel so bad because one, I didn't bring my hand sanitizer. I should have had that on point, which I usually do, to offer him. And then I feel bad because he looked like he wanted to shake my hand, but my brain that is afraid and thinking he has touched so many hands today, so many people, Germ City, and I shuddered a little bit. And he saw it. I know he's because he kind of looked and then he kind of stopped. Like he's respectful as hell. Didn't even say anything about it. And then we just took the picture, which I'm really mad about myself for that. I'm like, and then you're with your ass. Do you want to know what his hand felt like?
I'm just saying, look, this extremely kind Southern gentleman
Yes.
learned long time ago, classic style, how to make people feel warm and welcome and appreciated. And I was just like, thank you for renewing my faith in human beings being able to be worth it. Because my assumption is everyone's terrible and they're evil. And
Yeah.
here he comes being all nice and making eye contact. And, I have problems with eye contact. People scare me, like, hey, eyes freak me out. Don't be looking at me. And
Yes, you do get
his eyes didn't scare me. He shook my hand. I was just like, damn, bro, what you putting on your hands? Like, is that kukui nut oil? What's your hand so soft for? And then we just talking, and I was just like, I just want to say, credit where credit's due. I like storytelling, blah, 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 blah. I enjoyed this about your show, enjoyed that about your show. And my homegirl up there, she forgot her hand sanitizer, so that's why she didn't shake your hands. She actually wants to feel what's up under that hoodie. If you would just let her molest you real quick. I did not say these things. I should have. And because you would have been scarlet red in the face, it would have been hilarious. And then
and said something incredibly stupid, which
and then I wish Kelly were here. I'd make her tell her story into this microphone right now because she just started talking to this dude. Just like, hey, what's up? Do you like Southern fried chicken from such and such restaurant and blah, blah, blah? And how do you feel about the night manager at Bojangles on 35th and Broad? Like, she just started talking to this dude. And I was just like,
I love that about Kelly. Because, like,
y'all ain't gonna
she will
tell us to
take
get the hell on?
something that has nothing to do with what is in front of her, but then she'll like pick out something that she's like can relate to and just go on like she knows the damn person, like she's waiting in line at the DMV or something and it's like talking, and I think it's so cute. I love that. Why are you out of focus? But yeah, like I don't know what she asked him, but it was cute that she was asking the guy that's also on the Josh Johnson show, Logan. I think it's Nielsen, Nielsen.
Let's remember Logan.
Yeah, Logan.
I shook that man's hand. I'm gonna say this.
He is amazing.
He killed his set. I laughed harder at him all night than
there goes my light.
Then with the Halo. He had me laughing, hard belly laughing. So I was like, so let me shake that hand real quick. You did a crazy good set.
He killed it, man. Like he was so funny. Like, and usually like, like you kind of I get so nervous about the people before the main show because I'm like, imagine how they feel. I think of like such a human thing. I'm like, imagine how they feel. Maybe they're just not that funny and blah blah blah. So I'm like, almost like like a mom watching their child at the Christmas play. You're like, oh, I hope they don't blow it. Like, I don't know why I get like that, but he was really really good. And then just to kind of say, like, the host was Jackie Tinsley. Funny.
I mean,
She
my
was
girl opened up. I was like, if this is the host and this is the person we've never heard of,
Mm-mm.
she's good.
I need to follow her on
Like she
Instagram.
did a straight up good job. And I was like, oh, we underpaid.
We so underpaid. We got that chick. We got Logan going on before him, which is also on the Josh Johnson show. He was like, I mean, and then Kelly goes up to him and asks him like, how do you and your girlfriend make it work?
And she
Like,
was just like, I'm so invested in your relationship
I
now.
know
When do you
she
see
saw
her?
it as like
What's
a
your
reality show.
anniversary? Do
Like,
you guys like truffle fries? Like she was just, and
so
I'm like,
cute,
what the
so
hell was
cute,
in that sangria? I had to move
so
her like
cute.
Kelly. We have to go. There are 48 other people behind us that are waiting. You cannot put them in the car with us. Like they have stuff to do. But
It was
yeah,
so
I mean, I was
cute.
like, that was nuts. And then she was talking to Jackie about the construction on the 51 this weekend is crazy, right? Just all right, like just so happy. And I was just like, okay,
Just
so I
so
mean,
happy she had someone else to complain about the traffic.
the traffic when it's like, okay, I mean, there's got to be something else in life than complaining about traffic. But um, like that's why I
That's what I'm
say
saying.
like
She takes something that she's like, I can ask about that because I can talk about that. And she just goes. And, like, of course, you have relationship and traffic. Like,
right.
boom, she's got that in the bag.
Those are her favorite things. But like
Right.
having to getting the opportunity to go through that like back and forth with her and them each one of those three strangers up until that point, that's why I say they're our friends now. Because they got the Kelly experience and then me pulling her away from the Kelly experience. They got brought onto this show in real life. And it's like, oh, so when you see him on his YouTube, hi friends. What up,
That's
Josh? I see
us.
you, bro. That's
Yeah.
that's how I'm responding every time
You
now.
got my
I'm
mom mode, like, because that's that seems to be triggered all
I'm
the
just like
time.
the only thing we did wrong that whole night is you didn't tell him to hop on that FaceTime with Damien and say, so what's going on with the homework, bro? Why you not getting that? That's the only thing we didn't do right.
I
That would
should
have been.
have. I should have been like, hold on, Damien, we'll call you back right now, and then just kind of prepare, like, be like, listen, this
Did
is the
you do a
situation.
PSA into a FaceTime call with my son real quick and tell him, hey, buddy, what's going on with the science
It
homework?
would have been great. I don't know why.
I'm
I
like,
thought of that after. I'm like, fucked up,
I
fucked
mean,
up, man.
that should have been recorded and been like, deal with that.
That too, like we didn't record it at all. Didn't take screenshots, didn't do nothing of that. And
I
like
mean, they told you to put your phone away, and so like my brain goes, oh, it's away, and I just didn't think to pull it back out until we were
and
taking pictures.
I'm not really too mad about it because it's like that memory is going to be there forever for him and for me. But like, I mean, if I was 14 years old and my parents decided like, oh, we're going to let her talk like on although that wasn't a thing then, but I memory would be forever. Like you're not going to be able to pull up the video any given time. You're not going to be able to pull up the picture any given time. So like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't matter. It's fine. I think it makes it better that way, really.
Yeah, my mother would not have gone to no show with somebody I thought was really cool and I was a fan of
My
and
parents
brought me
wouldn't have
back a
either.
video, a picture. They went to Hawaii and then they came back and gave me a t-shirt that was the wrong size from the hotel they stayed at. Like
You were
they got
so
there like,
mad
oh
about that.
wait, let's get something for the kids real quick. Oh, hey, give me one of them t-shirts. What size is it? I don't care. Give me one. Here, take this. Shut up.
My parents wouldn't have
I'm
done anything like
exaggerating,
that for
but
me.
yes.
Like at all. Usually it's like, "Oh, do you want this keychain that we got at the meet or whatever?" Like,
Found this in the back of the
no
Uber we took
goddamn
to the
keychain.
airport. Here you go.
Do I have a car to drive to put those keys on? No, I have one house key. One house key, and you give me a keychain? No, not okay, sir. Not okay. But yeah, it was so much fun. It was freaking worth it. My light keeps falling. I'm gonna have
Gravity
to
has spoken.
I have
I
to put
mean,
it where I don't want to put it, which is like there, which is whatever. But yeah,
I mean, it's Halloween time almost. You can put it under you and do the spooky campfire light
and
thing.
show my eye bags. Oh my god, all the overtime is killing me. But I have no complaints. Like you said, I think we paid way under because we had such a good time. Like
Yep.
I haven't had an adult time like that in a while, and which I should do more of, to be quite honest, because I felt like
I mean,
I remember my
measure
youth.
that though. Like that was very, very fun. No kids out time, but at $41.50 for drinks, and um, that adds up quickly.
Listen,
Like I would have rather
I
gone to an arena.
spent
It would have been cheaper.
basically a little shy, a little shy of $100,
Hmm.
and we got to see him go into the little meet and greet thing. We got to see the show with three awesome comedians. Let's be real. Um, and I got to drink, which has been a long, long time, which is a personal choice, anyways. And I'm glad I chose that day to do it. Um, and
And then
no
we got to see
hangover.
him play in traffic afterwards. Like, why is he getting
I
out of
know, and
that
we got
car?
to meet him, blah blah blah. Like I didn't feel like crap or anything like the next day, but yeah, as we were leaving, waiting for the Uber, we see him like in a vehicle that looks super normal. We thought he was in that damn black ass SUV that was
That
waiting there.
Escalade. Like, oh, there he is.
Hilarious.
Nope.
It was like I think it was like in some like Nissan Xterra or
He
something
pulled up in a
like that,
Sportage.
which is fine, and I love
And it's like,
that.
oh, he
But
wasn't playing when he
like,
was like, hey, I know you see me on TV. You seen a lot of
right.
the stuff on YouTube. It is not going as well as you think it is. Like,
But
I respect the groundedness, sir.
it's really cool to see because like I think the first time I ever actually started seeing him was during the pandemic and all that stuff. I want to say it was around that time. And going from, like I said, I saw him, I can't remember what it was on, but his background had some like cool, like nerdy artwork and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I really want to find that and see, whatever. Googling him brought literally nothing up because his name is Josh Johnson.
Right.
There's like so many. So nothing come up. Now you Google him and he's just like it's everywhere. All the articles that he's done lately and just praising him and his style and how much like new material he has. Like I don't know. It's like because he's our friend now. I'm so proud of our friend. Like, I am so happy to see whatever else he has coming up next. He's already has his 2025 planned
He's
out,
putting
I
that
want to
tour
say.
together. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
like
man,
so
running and gunning and doing different material every city.
topical and insightful. Like it's not just like he's funny, he's insightful and he raises some good questions and it's just amazing. It's great.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
great.
it was good stuff. I'm glad you guys lured me out. Very glad.
Lured you out, lured me out.
I mean, you brought the ticket purchase to mind. It was technically
Of
your
course
idea.
I did, because that's all we come together. Like, did you watch a Josh Johnson yet? Like,
That's true. That is
yeah.
true.
So I was like, we gotta see him. We gotta
That
do
is
it.
true.
And we've been
I'd have been like,
anticipating it.
oh, wow, he's going to be in town.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. That's what would have happened if I were in charge of it. Like, it's not even going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kelly
Yeah.
was like, oh, we're out. We have a life. And I'm like, look, I don't like what you're insinuating.
Listen, you guys have more of a life. If she had my life, she'd be like, because like literally work, dog mom, human mom. Like that's the basis of my life.
I
So
just think somewhere along the lines, her expectation got skewed. And it's like, you get mad over. I'm not going to get into it. Just the expectations got skewed somewhere along the line. That's all I got to say about that.
all those damn
But
vacations. That's why.
I guess. Um,
But
but all
anyway,
right.
fun
Just
night.
wanted to
Highly
share that with you
recommend.
guys.
Highly recommend it. Like he in your city, buy those motherfucking tickets way ahead of time because they're
Way
not
ahead
going to
of
be
time. Get them now
available.
before he starts selling out arenas and charging like $135 for a ticket. Get
Hmm.
him when it's $30 and it's amazing.
Yes.
And then laugh really distinctly and weird so that the microphone picks it up so you end up being heard on the YouTube video. That's what I recommend you do. Like,
Exactly.
cultivate an unusual laugh and really, really give it to them so the cameras and microphones can hear it.
Yes. So you know it's you there.
We did not do that. They didn't even, I don't think the footage that's on his channel is from our show because
think
that
it
was
is.
only an hour and 7-second set. And I'm like, I know for a fact he went for 90 minutes with us, but whatever.
Yeah,
it was
a
great.
while.
It was
So-
great. I recommend it. Big ups to Josh Johnson, friend of the pod. Does not know we exist, but I'm gonna send him a Christmas card.
He knows we exist for a little short period of time in life, and I that's all I need.
I like to think he is somewhere talking to someone saying, "Yeah, I was in Phoenix, and this little girl had me FaceTime her son. It was so sweet." I like to think he's telling that story, and
I almost like if if I had way more confidence about myself, I'd be like, yeah, I hope he's telling everybody. But now I'm like, I hope he's not really mentioning that because it's like so embarrassing for me as a mom. But like,
no,
I feel like
awesome.
I did a good thing.
That was an awesome move. Don't you ever feel embarrassed about that because your son should appreciate it and should really appreciate you didn't do what I was thinking and have this man start talking to him about doing his homework, which means he'd be like, why are you telling people my business like that?
I should have been like straight up about the situation. Like, hey, I'm doing this on my own. I'm a single mom. His dad's doing God knows what. Like, I need a male figure to be like, hey.
You get your homework done. He'd be like, I am not your son's daddy. And you'd be like, but don't you want to be? And then this is the stuff that would have been really funny for me because they would have they could have kicked us out at that point. Then he would have remembered us, and we already saw the show. All right, that's the wrong kind of thinking. Sorry, friend Josh. We are just playing.
All the coulda, woulda, shoulda. No, I'm just kidding.
You cool, we cool.
I'm happy.
Come by next time, get some cornbread, kick it. We good. But all right, we just wanted to share, and thanks for indulging our reminiscing on a really fun Saturday night.
Yep.
All right, deuces. My camera already checked out again.
We cover it all in this nexus of nonsense. We won't let you fall. Hey yo, turn up the volume.